Welcome to today's episode where we will be talking about mindful intuition. We explore how mindfulness and intuition can help us tap into our higher spiritual intelligence and guide us towards our greater purpose. Mindfulness involves being fully present and attentive to our experiences without judgment. It means observing our outer world and being aware of our thoughts and feelings as they arise. By being impartial observers of our experiences, we can better understand our internal processes and gain clarity about our lives. A great way to start being mindful is you can listen to your breath. So you can focus on your breath and your breath breathing in and breathing out. That's as simple as it gets. That is being mindful. The minute you stop that constant chatter in your mind and you focus it solely on your breath, it's mindfulness. Or another good example is when you're having a drink. You're having a hot cup of tea or a hot coffee. As you hold the cup, notice the steam rising from it. Smell the aromas of the coffee you're about to enjoy. What does it smell like? How does the cup feel in your hands? What sensations are occurring in your body? And how does this feel for you? That's mindfulness. It's just about focusing on what you're doing in the moment. You might be gardening. If you're focusing on instead of, if you're gardening and you're thinking about what else you have to do that day, your mind is elsewhere. Mindfulness is focusing on the task in hand. So if you're gardening, focus on gardening, digging the soil, the feel of the soil on your fingers, under your fingernails. That's mindfulness. Being in the shower, and now this is one of my things I have to check myself on. Being in the shower, often my mind just starts racing and I'm like, okay, I need to do this. I'm going to have a shower and then I'm going to get out and I'm going to get the breakfast ready. I'm going to do this and I'm going to start running through my day. And then you just catch yourself and go, being mindful. I'm coming back to being in the moment, and I just focus on the water on my head and how it feels to be in the shower. And as I step under the water, I like to focus on how it feels, the water falling on my head and my hair. And then I focus on the bubbles as I shampoo my hair and watching them wash away. And it's a conscious effort sometimes. I don't always just get in the shower, and that's how it is for me. This is something you have to have an awareness of not being mindful and bringing yourself back to the present moment and focusing exactly on what you're doing at that time. You can literally be mindful in any situation. It's about bringing your attention to the present moment, whatever you are doing in it. When we practice mindfulness, we learn to identify our intuitions. Intuitions are subtle yet powerful feelings that guide us towards the right course of action. These intuitive messages can come in the form of sudden insights or gut feelings that lead us towards our goals. And by paying close attention to our intuitions and following them with diligence, we can increase our synchronistic flow and manifest our desires more easily. Synchronicity occurs when we align ourselves with our greater purpose and the universe supports us in our endeavors. So I spoke before about a time when I was, I have I'm much more in tune with my intuition nowadays. And sometimes, I'll just get random things, like I shared in the last episode about just going to the beach. That was just an intuitive, just came out of nowhere. Okay, great. And I followed it and off I went to the beach, and I met a stranger who, pointed me in the right direction of something that I was very interested in. We had very interesting conversations and I learned so much. So that's what happens when you quieten your mind and focus on the moment, the present. You can start to hear your intuition and start to get more of those gut feelings and those little nudges of, you should say hello to that person over there. You don't even know why you should say hello to that person, but just by doing it opens up an opportunity. It might be for a new friendship. It might be for a new business opportunity. It might just be that they have some knowledge that they impart with you that actually is really beneficial to you. But these intuitive nudges are there to guide us and help us. And often we miss them because we're so busy. Our minds are elsewhere that we miss them. Another aspect of mindful intuition involves interpreting our dreams. Dreams can provide valuable insight into our lives and can help us understand our deepest fears and desires. By paying attention to our dreams and interpreting their messages, we can gain clarity about our lives and make positive changes. In conclusion, mindful intuition is a powerful tool that can help us tap into our higher spiritual intelligence and guide us towards our greater purpose. By practicing mindfulness and paying attention to our intuitions and dreams, we can increase our awareness and align ourselves with our deepest desires. Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. Catch you later.